Hey guys, this is Eric from Figma Unboxing, and in this video, we're going to take a look at Figma number 278, Emiya Shirou 2.0 from the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. So I'm halfway through the anime, and yeah, the production value is really high. You guys should really check it out. The fighting scenes are amazing, and I really like Shirou in particular. I did watch Fate Zero and Stay Night back in college. I didn't really like the series, but I didn't hate it as well. And you know, a lot of my friends liked it, and there's a lot of Figma, so I guess why not? I would like my figure a lot more if I know a little bit about a character. And yeah, the first version came out around 2000 something, I can't remember because I wasn't collecting back then. And that one cost around $200, so I just never bothered. But I'm glad that I waited out, and this guy is really, really cool. But I still do prefer the casual clothing version though, like where he's wearing the other jacket and stuff, more than a uniform. But that's just personal preference. But yeah, anyway, so this is exactly what we would expect. Here is the left of the box, here is the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. They're really consistent with their boxes, so it becomes really predictable. But yeah, let's not waste any more time and bust this thing open and see what we got. Oh yeah, I do have the pre-order bonus over here, like the scarf. It's really, really cool. I saw on the promo picture, I just have to get it. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, still in the packaging, and this is everything Shirou came with, and I'm really, really happy with it. Without even touching it, I can already tell he is a really good figure. I'm pretty sure he's using all the latest technology from Max Factory, and they did include 2 interchangeable face, so that is already a win for me. And yeah, let's not waste any more time and check out the figure itself. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, and as expected from Max Factory, this guy is basically flawless. And I know I tend to be a little bit biased when it comes to Figma, but I really can't think of anything bad to say about a figure. Like, the paint job is great, the sculpt is nice, and the matte finish is amazing. And yeah, let's just take a closer look at the figure first. I like all the details they have over here, and the quality control seems to be really consistent. They do have paint splashing like from time to time, but not for this guy. Like, this is really, really good, and the figure speaks for itself. Like, this is definitely Emiya Shirou, and he went from 2D to 3D. He walked out straight from anime, all that good jazz. And I think Max Factory hand paint all their figures, so like, this is some really, really high skill labor. I really like it. And yeah, let's jump straight into the articulation and see what we got. So for the articulation, is very standard. It's exactly what you would expect from a Figma if you're familiar with it. He can look up and down, no problem. He can turn his head, no problem. And the arms move up that high, like for the shoulder, and it does have a swivel over here. The whole thing just connects to like a ball joint over here. You guys can see that. And there's a bicep curl, of course, and there's like a 2.0 wrist, so it allows a little more articulation with the ball joint. That's very nice. And he does have the ab crunch. The ab crunch is over here. It's really well hidden though. This is very, very nice by them. But that said, it doesn't really have that much range of motion. But you know, it's really nice that it included. I don't think he really needs that much ab crunch anyways. Like, this is a school uniform. But yeah, the leg can kick up that high, and this thing is on a soft material too. Again, if you're familiar with Figmas, you know what to expect. I can bend that much, and there's like a pivot and everything. Like, there's a toe hinge as well. So yeah, the articulation is basically very standard, very high quality and everything. And let's jump straight into the accessories. So for the accessories, he came with a pair of shoes, and these are the shoes where he has to wear in school. Apparently in Japanese culture, you have to wear a different pair of shoes in school just to have more discipline and keep it clean. And I did not know that until I did this review, and I should know that since I watch so much anime. I just never realized that they're always changing their shoes. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's check out what he looks like with it. Alright, so here we have Shirou wearing the shoes he wears in school. And to be honest, I don't think this kind of accessory is necessary. This is more like a quality of life kind of accessories. I don't appreciate it as much just because I don't have the culture. I didn't have to do this when I was a kid. But yeah, it's really nice to have. You can like act out some scenes with it. It will be more accurate because if he's actually in school or whatever. But I don't know, I just don't feel too strongly about this kind of accessories. Like, yeah, anyways. Alright, so next up we have the pre-order bonus over here, and I think this scarf is very essential to the character, and it's really annoying that we have to spend another $20 on it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I think it's worth it. Compared to some of the pre-order bonus we had in the past where it's just like a face expression, I don't really care about that. But this is actually like a good accessories. Like, this is very iconic, and I feel like you need to get it. But let's check out what he looks like with it. Alright, so here we have Shirou wearing the scarf, and as expected, he looks very, very good with it. I can't believe this is not in the regular release, and it has to be a pre-order bonus. Why can't they make pre-order bonus be like the school shoes or something? Like, this is so dumb. But yeah, he does look very good, and yeah, that's that. I hope you guys got the pre-order bonus. Alright, so next up he comes with the backpack, and this looks very, very good. It's really nicely sculpted, and this thing is heavier than I thought. Like, it's not heavy, but it's got a little bit more weight than I would expect it. Like, just look at all that detail. It's really nice. And this thing is not hollow. It's like a whole plastic. And he also came with, of course, the rack of hands, and I'm gonna show you guys how he can hold it. I believe you just use the Figma holding hands over here. Alright, so here I have Shirou holding the backpack, and he doesn't hold it too securely. This thing is not tight. It's kind of loose. So I believe what he does in the show is that he just kind of holds it like that, trying to act cool and everything. And I also swap out the face where he's looking kind of like lazy, or he's kind of like, you know, feeling like this is troublesome, I don't want to do this kind of expression. You can use your imagination, but this looks very nice. I like it. Alright, so next up he came with a pair of like clenching hands, and these are very cool, and I have him using the shouting face as well. It's really nicely sculpted, and you can look at all these fingers as well, and I like the face expression. It looks very good. Alright, so next up we have a pair of display open hands, and these are very standard for import figures. If you own any Figma or SH Figuarts, a lot of the figures have this kind of hand. It's really cool. And yeah, of course he comes with the seal on the left hand, and yeah, very standard. Alright, so next up he came with one right hand where he's trying to accumulate magic or energy, aura, whatever you want to call it, and that looks really good. But I'm not sure when he did this in the anime. Do let me know in the comments. I'm actually on episode 8. Maybe I forgot a detail or something, but to my understanding, he's trying to enhance something when he does this. So I'm guessing he's trying to enhance his hand. Yeah, do let me know. It still looks really cool. Alright, so next up he also came with a piece of steel, and I believe this is when he fought Ring. He just picked up like a random steel and then just enhanced it with magic and hit people with it. I don't know, it looks really cool. And let's check out what he looks like with it. Alright, so here we have him holding the rod, and it looks very good. It looks like he's about to beat someone up, gangster style. Alright, so lastly we have the twin blades, and they look very good. And I believe these are exactly the same as the ones Archer came with. And yeah, they should be the same though. And let's check out what he looks like with it. Alright, so here we have him holding the twin blade, and it looks fantastic. And I want to briefly talk about one issues I have with all the Figma figures. The holding hand just gets loose over time too easily, like in my opinion. But I don't really know how they can fix that. Like for instance, after I make him hold this blade, I can never let him hold, say, like Asuna's rapier. Like once this thing is stretched out, I can never just, you know, hold something smaller than that. So that's one very annoying issue I have with all the Figma figures. But otherwise, they are perfect. But yeah, do let me know in the comments how you can fix it. I did try to use hot water once, but I don't think it's that helpful once it's stressed out. You know, once not stressed out, like stretched out. Like, excuse my English. But anyways, let's jump straight into the size comparison. Alright, so with the size comparison, let's start with some of the Figmas I have lying around. We have Yugi, we have Black Rock Shooter, we have Ninja Slayer. I forgot the name of the guy, but I recently purchased the head sculpt. It's really expensive. And I have the Sao Kirito. And Emiya looks really nice around them. I wouldn't say they're like 100% in scale. Face Stay Night probably has their own scale, and unfortunately I don't have my other Face Stay Night figures lying around. I think I have them in mint condition. I would prefer to keep it that way, so I apologize for that. But let's check out some other ones. Alright, so next up we have some more Figma figures, and again, they are pretty good in scale, but I think it depends on series to series. Like, I think Okabe Rintaro from Steins Gate should be a little bit taller, and same goes for Persona 4 U. I don't know their exact scale in the show or in the anime or in the game or whatever, but yeah, it's still pretty good though. Alright, so next up we have everyone's favorite Dragon Ball figures, and Trunks is still very short. I can't wait for the day they release like a tank top Trunks or something. Maybe make it like so it's very similar to this scale, and they can, you know, swap heads or whatever, and that will be very cool. And next up we have some Star Wars figure, and they all look very good. And here we have some Kamen Rider figures, and they are very cool. Henshin. Alright, so lastly, let's end with some of the miscellaneous figure. We have Bruce Lee, we have Date Masamune from Senku Basara, we have Super Action Statue Shu Tsukiyama, and we have Kogias Rurushu. Yeah, they all look very good. And I think he's very closely in scale with Shu, so that's very cool. But anyways, let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I highly recommend the figure. And I think the figure speaks for itself. You can't really go wrong with Figma in general. Like, the only time you complain about Figma, like at least for me, it's maybe the lack of accessories, the lack of faceplates or whatever. But this guy came with enough. It's really unfortunate that it doesn't come with a scarf. but the pre-order bonus is $20. You can decide if it's worth it or not, but I still think it's worth it because it's just so iconic in my opinion. Because I'm on episode 8 and I see him wearing a scarf every other episode. Like, I think it's just very important, and you know, he is very cold without it. Well, that's not a very funny joke, but anyways, I think that's it from me, and I apologize for the delay of the video. I have just been so, I don't want to say lazy, but it's just one of those things you just have to push yourself to do it and stuff. But yeah, I will have some other figures coming up. I recently finished God Eater, and do let me know in the comments if you like the anime as well. So I pick up the D Arts figure. Let me just quickly bring it up over here so show you guys. So I got this girl. She's very nice. I will be reviewing her next, I think. And yeah, do let me know if you have any questions, but don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Eric. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.